It doesn't make any sense.
They go anal.
Yes, we're live. We're back.
I bet. Do people even know we're still on?
Yeah, we came back,
We're
folks.
the Le Mans of podcasting.
Le Mans. Brian would correct you.
Yeah,
we're trying to watch the Fedor fight. We got to get a new Apple TV up in this bitch. We got this old shit. We got to get the new one. The new one has a better remote.
Oh yeah, I got the new one.
I tried to download use the remote app, but I guess it only works on one Apple TV. You can't use it at the one you have somewhere else. It's not effective. What is this, marijuana? It's just bad for you.
No, it's tobacco.
What is
It's,
smell?
we're going to watch the Fedor Fabio Maldonado fight in its entirety.
Entirety, huh?
Yeah.
Is it
Should be
5 rounds or 3?
I believe it's 3. Hey, you can't do it? Hey, I'll give you the remote. If you get panicky, you can fast forward.
I've seen it, brother.
I know. Eddie, did you see it?
I saw highlights of it.
You're in for a treat, my
It
man.
would
I
almost
saw-
be more shocking if a guy like him took that much time off and came back and was as good as he's ever been. You know, it's
But
almost
that's
like.
what we expect from the greatest heavyweight of all time.
What do you think is going on? Do you think it's the same thing that happened to Kane, the same thing that happened to anybody at a certain time? Your body just hits
He's
a
just
point.
older.
Just gets
it's just
older.
older, man.
Right.
Like, Father Time does not give a fuck if you're
But I will
Russia's
say this:
greatest
so
fighter.
when he did throw down, when he was throwing those shots,
Power's the
he
last thing
throws
to
them-
go, Eddie.
He throws them like I don't know anybody throws those
What
shots.
the fuck?
You know, the way he leaps into
this
those
chick is
shots.
coming down in a
and he's
spider.
like, Can you see the power
No, he
in
still
those
has
shots?
power. It's the last thing to go. That's why heavyweights last so long.
But he couldn't knock that dude out, though. That's strange.
Who the fuck said, let's get a big old spider up here and get this white girl in corner?
Yeah, that was my idea.
That's the
That's
Russian
a
Lady
gangster
Gaga.
idea.
That's the Russian Lady Gaga right there.
Well, what I wanted was a little cultural appropriation along with some poisonous spiders, Eddie.
You're lucky a Pepsi wasn't in that bitch.
That's right. It's just a black widow. What's this message, man? Black widows eat their mates. Is this like my pussy's so good
Who the fuck
that
is
I'll
this?
threaten you with the fear of me killing you after I fuck you? That's how hot I am with my song.
I mean,
Wait, who's this?
I don't know.
this ain't Fedor, though.
No, this ain't Fedor.
God, Russia's being some dark shit.
Isn't that the kickboxing gentleman who knocked out Badr Hari? Is that who it is? Peter Graham? Is that Peter Graham?
You're asking
saw-
a dude who never watches kickboxing.
I'm sorry. This chick is still singing. This is so strange.
I'd like to know if she can sing.
Yeah, fast forward this fool.
Dude, that ain't Peter Graham, is it?
I think it is.
Ooh, powerful violins.
Violins are a very strong instrument. Shows that you have class.
Sophisticated.
Yeah.
How about the track team? Not up in here.
track team? What do you mean?
The Russian track team's banned from the Olympics.
Oh, well, a little cheating here, a little cheating there. Come on. Want to get a little testing?
They say they're going to check other sports, Russia, too. They're going to be fucked.
Some like Olympic dude was tweeting at me saying that I say that steroids and EPO aren't dangerous. And contrary to what I say, steroids and EPO
You tell that
are
Olympic
dangerous.
guy to suck dick.
Well, like anything can be dangerous. All that stuff is dangerous if you use too much of it. If you redline all that shit,
Well,
fucking for
anything-
sure it could be dangerous.
Yeah, anything can be dangerous.
You know what's fucking dangerous, man?
Sugar.
Ibuprofen.
Really?
Yeah.
Thin in your blood?
Apparently that stuff, no, it's not even thinning your blood. It causes all sorts of issues with your body. This non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medication that a lot of people take all the time. Well, Cameron Haynes was on that shit. The
I
dude
took
is
it
running the
forever.
100 miles right now.
Yeah.
He was on that shit, and then Rhonda Patrick came on the podcast and was talking about how dangerous it is and all the stuff it does. And he had been like, he's like, dude, I need it. I'm sore all the time. Check this out. He gets off of it, and because he's off of it, apparently, in talking to people that understand it, it affects your gut bacteria when you take too much of it, if you abuse it. He was taking 800 milligrams in the morning, 800 milligrams at night. It's just too much.
1,600 is a lot.
So it was raising his blood pressure, it was doing all this shit to him, and it was creating inflammation in his gut because he was abusing it.
Goddamn.
That was fucking with his joints. So he gets off of it because of that podcast. All the pain that he was taking the fucking medication for in the first place goes away because the pain had been partially
In
at
his
least
gut.
because of the fact that he was
Jesus.
creating inflammation by taking this shit. So this guy was running so often, it didn't make any sense. I don't understand blood pressure. I don't understand why do you get high blood pressure? Why do you not? I don't understand it. But I do know that he gets off this ibuprofen. He's doing the same thing in every other way, and all of a sudden his blood pressure drops.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
So this guy who is doing the commentary for this thing apparently was the funniest fucking guy
everyone
ever.
says he's the best.
I was listening to one thing that he was saying. It was hilarious, man. I wonder if they would let us listen. The UFC probably pull our shit.
Really?
Yeah.
It's Fight Pass.
We gotta get permission. They don't trust.
Yeah, you could talk to your boy Dana. He'd give us permission.
Too much danger to be association.
He'd give you permission.
Maybe.
Especially on Fight Pass.
Maybe something like this, right?
Yeah. Fedor's Fight
Damn, I
Pass.
should have asked in advance. I don't want to bother him. He's got a lot of planning to do. How is it that the UFC 200 is still together? How is it that something catastrophic hasn't happened? That card's too goddamn good.
You just jinxed it.
No,
sir.
no, not really. If that card goes through, though, exactly as planned, it would
Even
be...
if 2 fall out, it's still the best card
it's
of all
the best
time.
card of all time.
Even if 4 fall out, we're still good.
But what I'm thinking
That's what
is,
they're doing.
how weird would it be if nothing fell out? Like, that's how crazy this fucking sport is.
Nuts.
This sport is so wild and so volatile that you got to accept the fact, we all do, like when Rumble just pulled out against Glover, we all accept the fact that, man, there's a certain amount of fights that just are not going to happen. Nothing you can do about it.
Literally nothing you do.
Nothing you can
It's
do
just
about
part
it.
of the sport.
It's part of the sport. It's just too crazy. It's too crazy. It's too dangerous.
Training's too tough.
Training's too bad on the joints and in the neck. And
God, what did Rumble pull out from that this
what
early?
is this, Jamie?
This is
card
the
for
fight
UFC
card.
200.
Your first fight of the night's Jim Miller versus Takanori Gomi.
This is
Fuck
insane.
you.
Diego Sanchez and Joe Lozon. Bam.
Second fight of the night.
Mousasi
Brunson.
and
Third
Brunson.
fight. That's on Fight Pass pre-cards.
Have you seen Enrique Martin fight? Or Marin, excuse me?
I have not.
Enrique Marin, the guy who's fighting Sage Northcutt? I don't know him.
Enjoy that Sage Northcutt, though.
What do you mean by that?
Me and Sage Northcutt's going to rip your face off with his abs. You're on UFC 200 for a reason. It ain't because your name's Enrique Marin.
Oh, you never know, son. You never know.
Sage Northcutt's there for a reason.
Wow, interesting.
Great card, though.
Damn,
But you
that's the
didn't think
best.
that way
That's the
about-
best Fight Pass card they've ever had.
It's goddamn
For
amazing.
That's the
Fight
best
Pass
Fight
card.
Pass card ever, right there.
You will never do better than that.
How about Kat Zingano and Juliana Pena? Holy shit. That's going to be a wild fight, man.
That main card's fucking nuts.
Cain
though.
Velasquez, Travis Brown,
That's
Jose
nuts.
Aldo, Frankie Edgar, Misha Tate, Amanda Nunes, Brock Lesnar, Mark Hunt, Daniel Cormier, John Jones. People are going to have a heart attack, Dana White.
Nuts.
That's a heart attack card. By the time you get to the main event, you're dead.
You know what's crazy, Joe?
What?
I'm going to say it.
Say it.
Without Brock Lesnar, Mark Hunt, that card's not that big of a banger, pay-per-view wise. It doesn't beat a Conor card or a Ronda card.
Maybe that's why they brought
called
him in.
Yeah, that's why they sent that bat signal. And Brock Lesnar came in from WWE.
Well, you know what
There's
they-
a reason why they paid that money.
You know what they did too? They played a very, very smart move strategically because he's the biggest pay-per-view star of all time.
Brock Lesnar's numero uno.
numero uno.
With that flat top, good for him.
So when Conor McGregor comes along and Conor McGregor and the UFC have some sort of a disagreement about
A
things,
little bit of beef.
that is their fucking 4 aces that they lay down.
But boy,
Oh.
did they pay for it.
Yeah, there's definitely some paying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
yeah.
much? How much?
I don't know.
Probably a lot, right?
From what I hear, is the most a fighter's ever been paid.
How much do you think that is?
5
Let's just-
million.
Conor makes more than $5 million. Ronda
Conor
makes more
made
than $5 million.
apparently Conor
9,
was the first
right?
MMA athlete to ever enter into Forbes.
Yeah, 30.
Yeah, whatever the
top
fuck he
30
was.
top paid athletes in
Top
the world.
whatever the hell he was. I don't know what he
Ronaldo's
was.
number 1.
Yeah, and then there was that other guy. What's the soccer player?
Ronaldo's number 1.
Yeah, but there's the other guy.
Messi?
Messi. Yeah, he's up there
Ronaldo,
too.
that Brazilian
Dime
soccer
piece.
player from like 10 years ago?
Ronaldo's
soccer guys
Spanish.
make-
That's
they
the
make
Brazilian. Different Ronaldo.
Ronaldo's from
Oh,
Portugal.
okay.
Ronaldo's from Portugal.
Do you remember that guy from like 10 years ago, the Brazilian guy, superstar? Not that dude.
There's some badass soccer players these days. They make a lot of money, man. It's crazy.
A
We
shitload.
don't think about it because in the United States it's not a big sport. but
Biggest sport in the world.
it's giant.
Ronaldo and Messi are number 1 and number 2.
Ian Edwards has been getting me into it. I've been trying.
It's fun. I mean, it's tough. I don't know why I stuttered so much.
Struggle's real. So here we go. Fedor just walked into the cage.
That's the top paid athletes in the world?
Yeah.
Fucking good for you, Tiger Woods. at fucking number 12, and you're making $46 million a year.
Wow.
Because you haven't done shit. He's not even competing right now. Damn, Cam Newton.
LeBron James' son, $77
Oh,
million.
Fuck you, Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, fuck you.
Holy shit, right?
Jesus Christ, keep going down.
Damn.
Super
Jimmy.
Bowl, you're gonna get some money.
God damn, they're like, fuck you.
But Eli Manning makes more than Joe Flacco.
This is insane. These numbers are bananas.
God damn, Conor McGregor and I mean,
Yeah, Conor McGregor's like 34 or something. Go
Is
down
he?
there, see what it is. He's at 22 million, no, more
There's
than
no
that, I guess.
34 for some reason.
There is no 34. Whoa, it's a fucking lucky number.
They took him out.
Maybe there was a tie somewhere on the list, probably, where both guys got
hey
the same
man,
number.
he's on the top
Yeah,
50.
maybe he's up there and they just
Yeah,
got deleted.
he's not on there at all.
Man, there's no UFC fighter in
Well,
the
Connor's
fucking...
down at 22, so I guess it's 100. Is
Manny
it a Forbes
Pacquiao still-
100?
Is it Forbes 100,000 UFC
There it
fighters
is.
on
There
there?
it is, right there.
There he is, 22 million.
That's interesting.
A lot of guys in this 20 to 23.
He's
million
number
range.
one, and he's what is
Wow.
that? 85 in the world, all those sports.
Look at all these people. Like Jimmy Johnson makes $22 million a year. Wow. Good for them.
Canelo, he makes more than Canelo, and Canelo's
Canelo's such a bad
basically the biggest
motherfucker.
guy in boxing right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Oh,
interesting,
there's no
right?
34 because there's ties.
Well, is he the biggest guy in boxing right now?
They say he's
most
the biggest
tickets?
draw. No, he's the biggest
Mexican?
draw. Yeah.
Has
Name,
Canelo,
name another star really in boxing right now that Mayweather's gone.
Well, Amir Khan before that fight, but that was a big victory for Canelo. you know?
Canelo's still the bigger draw though,
Right.
numbers wise.
Miguel Cotto is still a big. Miguel Cotto is another example of a guy who's like super tatted up, and he's a world championship caliber fighter. Like that's real rare back in the day. That's a real new
He's
thing.
super tatted up.
Real tatted up, and became more and more tatted up as his career went on.
That's true.
Do you ever see what Homeboy looks like? The white dude from Youngstown.
Oh, you're talking about
Kelly Pavlik?
Kelly Pavlik.
Have you seen
yeah.
Kelly
Yeah,
Pavlik's
he's tatted
tattoos?
up.
He's just
Yeah,
his whole body's covered.
yeah, super
He
tatted.
just went nutty with it.
You know who is super? Well, he's a young kid. It's silly. It's skateboarding.
he looks cut.
Do you see what Bobby Green did? Tattooed his head. He's got like a dragon on his head.
Well, okay, there goes. Well,
Black guys can do it.
Dude, he looks exactly the same.
He looks
His
great.
body looks exactly the same.
they both got dad bods. They both got a set of tits on them.
It's interesting. They're in the neighborhood.
No, that's the
Yeah.
neighborhood, Joe.
I don't know, man. If I came over a dude's house and he looked like that, and, he
Damn,
had,
Bobby Green. There's his
and he
head.
had his pants off and he his knuckles clenched up, I'd be very nervous. Just some
Super
thick
nervous.
shoulders. He looks like those. What? Yeah, there's Bobby Green's head. Look at Eddie.
Fedor's
Check
never
it out.
had an ass.
Bobby Green tattooed his whole.
What is?
head.
Do we know what it is?
I don't know.
Professional athlete or bust, my man. You ain't working at Remax. Looking like
Looks
that.
good. It's a good looking guy.
Yeah, he does.
Shut the fuck. Don't hate.
I'm not hating. I'm digging it.
Interesting.
I'm just
What do we
saying you
got
gotta
going
make
on
a
there?
career out of it.
What is-
It's a dragon?
What is that, Jamie?
Dude, I celebrate that shit.
No idea. I'm trying to figure it out.
It looks like some sort of dragon.
Yeah, something like that.
It looks dope. Wish I could do that.
You could.
Not well.
Well, what's his face? Jason Ellis has the craziest one. He's
It's
got a wolf on his head.
A werewolf. It's so intense. It's so intense.
Which one? Show me.
Jason
You
Ellis.
never seen Jason Ellis? Jason Ellis tattooed a wolf on the top of his head.
Let me see that.
a werewolf.
His whole head is like a wolf. Look.
And he's white as fuck.
There's a bunch of pictures of that, Jamie,
Australian.
where you could see a straight-on shot where you could see the actual wolf. That's a wolf, dude. Look at that.
Look at that.
That's his head.
So intense.
He's so crazy.
Looks good though.
I love it.
Only certain people can pull that off.
He did it. He pulled it off. It's the same guy to me. Look at all these people like excited about watching this Fedor fight.
That might be the new shit. Shave your head and tattoo it.
Or
It
build a
kinda
body
looks
like
hair.
these guys.
It,
Or-
it looks like hair to me. Tattoo that fade.
Tattoo that fade.
tattooed that
You gotta have
fade
a
on.
Can you
Good.
imagine?
You have to have a good design though. You
Yeah,
can't have
has to be
like
legit.
You
Hello
gotta have a
Kitty.
hair design that doesn't go out of style. You can't tattoo a mullet.
What if you have like
Oh,
minion? Oh, what's
shit.
going on there? What is that?
Is that Battier or Boozer?
What?
Carlos
Carlos
Boozer. Is that real?
Yeah.
You tattooed his whole head?
I think it's like spray.
No, he went ahead and spray
That's what
painted
it
that
looked
shit.
like.
Oh wow, how weird.
It looks fucking terrible.
I hope
guy
that
at the gym
that
had
catches
it.
on. That'd be cool.
I've seen some really bizarre headpieces that have been done. Like people have over the last few years That's been more and more common to do like these really crazy art pieces on your head.
Is it easier for black
See if
guys
you
to do
find.
it?
I guess. I mean, Bobby
Well,
Green looks
excuse
pretty
me,
good
sir.
on it.
Don't fucking
Oh,
do
look at
that.
this! Look at this! We're watching Fedor and Maldonado, and Fedor's just swinging for the fences, man. Look at this.
Holy.
And Maldonado's covering up, and Maldonado's moving. Standing right in front of him, and Fedor just blew a giant wad. And Maldonado ducked and covered and blocked a lot of that. But Fedor definitely unloaded on him. So much knockouts.
Is that Paz Rutten?
No, that's
Fedor
some,
at 39. We've
some
never seen
Borat
him
impersonator.
look like this.
Fedor just swinging, man. This is crazy. Maldonado's blocking a lot of that stuff
I mean,
coming
was
at
it
him.
the strictest drug test of all time? Look at their bodies.
It's hilarious. You have to make sure you eat ice cream. I checked your blood. There's no ice cream.
Is this real life? Did everyone just eat hot dogs all day?
Maldonado is bleeding out of the left. Oh, there it is.
Now look,
Jesus.
he's out.
Oh, my
Look,
goodness.
he's out.
Oh,
Out,
my
out.
goodness.
Look, out.
Oh, my goodness. He is...
They're stopping this in the
Yeah,
UFC.
there's some
You go belly down,
sparks.
then he's stopping
There's
the
some
UFC.
sparks flying
Wait
there,
till he
man.
gets-
That's amazing.
Oh, he's about to stop it.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I'm not even trying to offend one of the pound legends of all time, but god damn it.
Yeah, the brain can only take so much. The head can only take so much.
Why do it? What are you
don't know,
doing,
man?
What do you mean you're the closest? What are you going to do in the UFC?
Because life outside of this is probably not as fun for
Not if your
him.
best friend's fucking Putin.
Putin likes to see victory.
Putin's his best
Vic-
buddy.
Victory
They're balls
by
deep in Russian girls. It's a good time.
Russia.
Vodka.
Mother Russia. Victory.
Mara Russia.
This is a beatdown, man. This is an ugly beatdown. He's getting boxed
Wait
up
till he
on the
gets on
ground.
his, look at him. Look how fucked up he's getting. They stopped this.
Oh, my God. I don't know, man. I mean,
He's
getting-
moving.
Oh, he's moving still.
Look at him.
Oh, my God.
There's
This part.
100. Look
This
at this.
part.
Look at this.
Oh, my God.
They're 100% stopping this in the UFC.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Holy shit. I can't
Oh,
believe
my
he
God.
How about
survived.
I bet the forums were going nuts when this was happening.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Maldonado's beating the shit.
shit.
This is worse than I thought it was.
Way worse.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, my God. This is
Holy
horrific. Oh,
fuck.
oh.
How is he surviving?
Oh, my God.
I wonder how Fedor would do
Shots to
against
the
Kane.
body. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Excuse me.
Come on, Brendan.
Look at his back.
Oh, oh.
Thing is, Fedor comes to UFC and they ain't tossing him fucking
Oh, my God.
some normal dude. You getting a
Jesus
monster.
Christ.
Damn.
Oh, my God.
This is one of the craziest fights I've ever seen.
Oh, my God. Oh,
How about he's still fucking
he's still
kicking?
bobbing that head, moving. He must be so determined not to lose like this again.
Look, he
Oh,
gets
my
dropped again.
God.
The Emperor's a fucking monster.
Boy, he has taken some horrible shots.
The
man.
Russian zombie. You're fucking batshit crazy. You think that Russian judge or ref is stopping anything. You don't want to die. If you're a journalist, you write bad shit about Fedor, you die.
This is so. It's so weird to watch him like this now and think about when he was like in his prime.
Oh my God. Well, you gotta bum us out.
You know what? They just fucking gave that referee
Oh my God.
a new car. You know what I mean? The mob that's running this show.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Look at this.
Oh my God. Maldonado with that nasty uppercut. And
Maldonado
another.
can box too, man.
Fuck yeah, he can. Remember when he hurt Glover?
Yeah, and they got dealt with.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, these uppercuts. What are they doing?
That ref said, let's
What's the
break this
referee
up.
doing?
Let's
Put
give
the
him a
mouthpiece
break.
back? What did he do there? Put
He
his
put his
mouthpiece back
mouthpiece
in?
in.
They just got him another car.
Oh my God. Oh, uppercut. Another one. Another one. Fedor tried a crazy knee. Fedor swings back.
Look at him. on just
Exhausted.
Queer straight
How the
legs.
fuck is he going to go 3 rounds? This is incredible.
Isn't it amazing the power Fedor possesses and has flat ass? Have you ever seen such a powerful flat ass?
That's a very good point.
Right?
Something's going
He
on.
has a tiny ass. Most guys with that much power have fucking cheeks, son.
But look at how wide his shoulders are.
Yeah, that's
I know,
true
but
too.
with no ass, that's where all your power comes from.
Well, you know, the thing is, you don't need that much power. You just need to land with power, right? Like the difference between a guy who's got like stupid one-punch knockout power.
Anthony Johnson.
Yeah. And a
Think how
guy.
explosive he is, though,
Yeah.
from the cheeks.
But Fedor's knocked like what's his face? The Grim Reaper. Fuck's his name?
The Grim Reaper.
But you know the dude in
Give me a hint.
Strikeforce.
You talking about Brett Rogers?
Brett Rogers. Right, exactly. Didn't he call himself the Grim Reaper?
I don't think so.
Didn't he?
Did he? Brett the Grim Reaper Rogers? That's a nice ring
Did I
to
make
it.
that up?
No, that has a nice ring
Did
to
somebody
it.
call him that?
If he didn't, I hope he comes back and fights as that name.
No,
Hey,
I made it up.
Grimm.
What's that?
Doug Grimm was
The Grim. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Doug Grimm.
But he fought. Oh my God! Look at
I
Fedor's
think his
face.
butt is
Jesus
bigger than
Christ.
you think, Brendan. I think it's just the shorts.
I don't
If he
think
had-
so.
If he had
But
bikinis on, you would see a little bubble.
Remember, Brett Rogers knocked out Andrei Arlovsky in the first round, and he was looking really good. And I think he fought Fedor after that, if I'm correct.
That's right. He beat Andre and then fought Fedor.
And then
got dealt
it was
with.
a big, high-profile fight, but it was a tough fight for Fedor before he bombed on him with a right hand. And that was an interesting fight because one of his trainers was like, Fedor won with his old tricks, but
Yeah, I
really,
know.
he needed to be training more.
Yeah. And then remember Brett Rogers fought Overeem?
This-
He fought Ubereem. Ubereem
Yeah.
fucking threw him to the mat.
Yeah, Ubereem was terrifying back then.
They said, hey, Brett Rogers, sweet knockout of Arlovsky. Here's Fedor and Ubereem. Enjoy this. You're going to go away now.
You know what I don't enjoy in MMA? That overhead shot. Oh, that right hand! Oh, Maldonado's got a nice short right hand. Look at that jab.
Fedor's thinking right now, God damn it.
Wow. Maldonado, like, look at that like double jab fake to the face and a jab to the body. Nice and loose. He's a good boxer, man.
Yeah, really good boxer.
Oh, barely clipped Fedor on the out. Fedor's face is a mess too, man. He's such a warrior.
Walking
Look
Russian
at that.
zombie.
Look at that. He tries a flying knee on him. God damn. He's a savage, man.
Shows you how far the sport's come, though, when I watch this stuff. Like, God damn, it's nuts. Like watching Wonder Boy. It's
Yeah.
nuts, man.
Oh, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
But it's also a different weight class as well. There's never been anybody in this weight class that can move like Wonder Boy.
Damn. He's
Imagine
kicking
if-
his ass now.
Oh my God, Fedor, the comeback strong.
They're both exhausted.
Yeah, but Fedor was landing some good shots there. Ooh, nice leg
Yeah,
kick.
Fedor's fucking him up.
Well, here's a diversity of Fedor's attack versus Maldonado's boxing. Fedor can throw
Maldonado's
some
always
hard
just been
kicks.
a boxer, though.
Yeah. Well, his jiu-jitsu's not that bad. He's good at getting back up.
Mary Maldonado used to go to the body all the time in the UFC.
Is he a brown belt, Eddie?
I don't know what he is.
Why do I feel like he's a brown belt? Fabio Maldonado, jiu-jitsu. Find out what he is. And, oh, shit, high kick. See, Fedor can do everything, man. You know, and
This
as
is
nasty,
basically against
Woo!
a heavy bag, though. He's exhausted.
He is. But, I mean, Fedor's really good at, look at his adjustment. He's decided to fight on the outside and start kicking now. And then he's found the weakness in Maldonado's range. He's fighting way farther apart now. Look at him. Because he got ate up by some of those punches.
Man,
so
he's got such a good job.
Oh, beautiful. So he's
Oof.
coming in with these punches, but he's on the outside with those kicks, see? Look at this distance. He changed the whole distance game.
I think anyone in the top 10 would eat his fucking lunch.
Maybe
in the
now,
UFC.
but god damn it. Watching this shit almost makes me upset.
That's what
that
I'm saying. I love
pride-
Fedor, man. The
no,
pride
that's not what I
Fedor,
mean. That pride in the UFC didn't come to some sort of an agreement early on, and we could have seen Fedor, like Crow Cop Fedor, at his best, fight against the best heavyweights. Or he very well may have been the best for quite a few years. Most likely was.
Most likely.
Most likely. I mean, it's all speculative until he actually fights a guy like Kane. But goddamn, he was good.
Maldonado is a brown belt.
Boo, beautiful fucking combination. Powerful memory.
Powerful memory.
Ooh, look at that right. Jesus Christ, he looks good.
That's what I'm talking about. Those.
Bro,
He
the
looks
guy's not
great.
You
punching
could see the
back. I'm a
power.
Fedor
I know,
fan too, but the guy.
Fedor is he's landed some
Who went
beautiful
through more
shots.
shit? You
Yeah.
sympathize with him because he beat Fedor's ass and he got tired from it.
He's
Fedor
exhausted.
got the
He's
ass
not doing
kicking.
nothing.
Fedor got the ass kicking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
He's
it's
the
a-
one
Well,
on the other side
listen,
of the punishment.
I got Fedor. I mean, he's hitting him with some really good shots towards the end of this round. I think it's his round.
100%.
100%.
Maldonado
I mean,
hasn't thrown a
Maldonado-
punch this round.
No, yes, he did in the beginning.
Look at his
Remember? In
face.
the beginning, he hit him with good shots, but Fedor's definitely taking over this round.
100%.
100%.
That first round, he lost 10-8. I don't give a fuck if from Russia or
Yeah.
Egypt. That's
At
10
least
rounds.
10, mate. It might be 10-7, man. It might
It's
be
a 10-6
10-7.
if we're in fucking Colorado.
Look,
Yeah,
it's,
that
it's
could be
weird.
10-7.
It's weird to decide what that is
if you're in
because that was
Vancouver,
a
it's a 10-10.
that was a vicious beatdown, and this round is a perfect example. This is not the beatdown that first round was. He's look at this. Maldonado clipped him.
Dropped him.
Maldonado fucking clipped him again. And look at Fedor's face, man. It's a horror mask. Oh. Oh my God. God damn.
Fedor's brother's in prison, right? Pretty sure.
I think that's what I read last time.
Me too.
It's like one of those MMA news sites had a
He's
thing
like-
about it, and
yeah.
they interviewed him there.
Killing bitches or something. in
I
the
don't
snow.
think he killed anybody in the snow. I think you're making some shit up. I don't know what the fuck
I don't
happened.
think he's killing anyone in the snow, but
He's a savage.
he's a super
Oh,
savage. Damn,
listen.
blew that ACL out. Fuck,
This is
man.
when the commentary was at its best. I don't know what is going on.
What
What's
the hell is going on
in
here?
there? He fell down, bitch. You ever throw a kick?
He's trying to create drama when there is none.
Yeah, he's fought fucking 5 minutes and 50
This
seconds.
is
How about you
Fedor
shut
at
your
its
hole?
finest.
Oh my God. Man.
Well, all right. So Fedor won that round, but that's a 10-9 round.
Yeah.
Last round was 10-8.
100%, I agree. 100%.
Even though he got knocked down, he still won.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he won.
Yeah,
I think he
you
landed.
have
I mean,
10-9.
he got clipped and he went down, but he got right back up. And I
You're in
think
Mother Russia.
he landed some pretty significant shots. It was a close round, but I think I gave it to Fedor. But I'm not a judge, and I really don't know what the fuck I'm talking
None of us
about.
did anything.
Terrible at scoring things. I don't think
Tough sport to score.
in some cases there should be a winner. You know, like the Bose fight.
Both say, yeah.
I feel like
good
that's
luck.
that is like to say one guy won and one guy lost. I'm like, God damn, that's so close. It's so close. It gets into this gray area. I mean, you could say that you thought that Bose won, and I could say that I thought O'Connell won. But if you look at it all together, it's like, man, it's just a guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a
It's
toss
a
up.
great
I
goddamn
agree.
fight. It's so good. Maybe
Maldonado,
I need to go.
how tough is he?
Maybe I need to watch it again when I'm sober.
Yeah, I need to watch the whole fight. I usually do that. I record them. I watch them Sunday mornings when we do the companions.
So this is third round.
So I have 10-8 first round for Fabio.
Oh, look how Fedor. Wow, Fedor's busted up, man. The greatest of all time, right?
Wonder why he still does it.
The only other guy that's on the argument about the greatest of all time is Kane.
Oh, how dare you? What about Verdum?
Well,
He
Verdum,
beat
for
Fedor.
sure. Yeah,
He beat Kane.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
What about Stipe?
Yeah, you know what,
No,
Stipe?
too new.
Stipe has the potential for sure. He's like at the door. You know, if Stipe
Oh,
can
he
put
has some
together
work
some.
to do before he can say
Yeah.
he's the greatest of all
Oh no,
time.
no doubt. But he's in an advanced place, right? Knocked out Verdum in a beautiful one-punch knockout in Brazil. Oh, he tagged him!
Wobbled him. Left hook.
Maldonado with a beautiful left hook. God damn, his boxing is crisp.
I'd say Maldonado's striking's better this fight.
Looks good, man.
Yeah, it does. Looks more crisp.
Well, he also knows this is a super dangerous opponent. Oh, my God. Oh, nice knee to the
Jesus
body by
Christ.
Fedor.
Fedor's still quick as fuck.
Oh, man. Combo. Beautiful combo by Fedor.
He really hasn't dropped.
Oh,
God
Jesus.
damn.
Maldonado clipped him again with a left hook. Whoa.
Backed him up.
That left hook on the outside. Oh, the jab. God damn, Maldonado is a good fucking striker. You know, it's one of those things where you got to wonder, like, is this what Fedor wants to do? Is this like an exciting fight for him? Is he enjoying this? Or is this, is it a financial decision?
Do you feel like it's diminishing his legacy?
No, not to me. To me, it's just, this is who he is. This is not what he's done.
He's just a fighter.
What he's done is just fucking you can't take that
Cemented in
away from
legacy.
him.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, if you
He'll
go,
always be pound for pound, 1 or 2 for me, heavyweight.
oh yeah, I think one.
You think
Yeah,
Verdum has a case?
he does have a case, but the thing is, I don't know if Fedor was the same guy by the time he got to Verdum. I mean, it's total speculation.
I also think
You know, guys
It's
come
tough.
along in errors, man.
I agree because
Oh!
you look at what Kane did and Verdum. They're also
Oh, good
facing, I think, more well-rounded guys.
Yeah, good shot to the body.
But that's
I like
the
that.
evolution of the sport.
100%. But, when you're looking at all-time greats, don't you think that Muhammad Ali is the greatest boxer of all time?
I do, for many
Heavyweight,
reasons.
right? But if you, like for socially,
Yes.
and what he stood for.
Crossover, pop culture, all that.
But do you think that he would have survived Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson that beat Marvis Frazier?
Yeah, I do.
Maybe. But did you ever watch
Distance.
Henry Cooper knock him down?
Yeah.
They're like the same age.
Mhm.
When Henry Cooper knocked Tyson down, or excuse me, Muhammad Ali down, and
We're talking Muhammad Ali before the draft bullshit.
yeah. Oh yeah, this was this
Yeah,
was when he
man.
was Cassius Clay.
No, I'm saying that when he's
Yeah.
Cassius Clay, he beats Mike Tyson. Afterwards, it's tough.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Maybe-
tough.
yeah.
It's hard to say, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? It's like, when do you catch the guy? Like, when you look at this Fedor, you can't judge this Fedor in the third round of this fight with Fabio Maldonado, who's been beaten up. His eyes are almost swollen. His is just not quite the same guy
No.
as the guy who we saw just armbar Kevin Randleman after getting suplexed. The guy that we saw come back against Fujita. Fujita caught him with a big punch.
Those
came back.
Nogueira ground and pound.
Oh, yeah, man. Those Nogueira ground
Yeah, it's hard
pounds
with the
were
time
Crow
and stuff.
Cop.
Because remember, Verdum fought in Pride, and he
Yeah.
would have ate fucking Verdum's lunch back then. But Verdum now would
Right.
twist his fucking head off, I think.
They're a different guy now.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Verdum now is he's still at the very highest level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got to see how he rebounds from the Stipe knockout, because that was a brutal knockout. But before that fight, if you look at his knockout of Mark Hunt, if you look at a submission victory over Kane, you're looking at like the best version.
But then you think about Junior Dos Santos in his prime against Fedor. That's
my
a fucking
God.
fight.
Junior Dos Santos
In his prime?
his
Before the
boxing
Kane
is-
stuff?
But I'll tell you what, dude, he looked really fucking good in his last
He
fight.
looked great. He
He
did
looked
look great.
really good.
He looked great.
Shocking, right?
Amazing.
Really good.
Amazing.
I mean, a lot of people thought that Ben Rothwell had the answer to his boxing style with his, Ben is
It's just
just like
awkwardness.
real awkward and dangerous, like super dangerous
Yeah.
with his knockout
He
power.
got dealt with.
And also like really confident. Ben is just a real savage and a super experienced guy. Has been around for a long time.
And huge.
Huge, enormous, like one of the biggest, like physically biggest guys in the heavyweight
I
division.
didn't
Like,
realize how big he was, and even at Wayne's, I was like, he's not that big. Then when I got knocked down, I was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I doing at heavyweight?
he's so big.
He's enormous and hairy.
He's so big that he like there's no doubt he could not make 205. You look at him and you go, why?
What?
The
He's
fuck?
a real heavyweight.
Yeah, get the fuck
It's
outta
not like
here.
if he lost 3 in a row, like, hey, what do you
Yeah.
think of 205? No,
No.
man. What do you think of 300?
Yeah, he's the argument for the weight class.
Yes.
Man, he's got his hands down all
Yeah.
the way.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, he's exhausted, I think, man.
Look at that. His hands are way
But
down.
he a lot of times he fought like that. Oh,
he did
man.
fight like, he never moved like that in Pride.
But he's just, I mean, you got to consider the beating that he took in that first round. But if you remember, like the Crow Cop that used to, there it is. That's the end.
That's it?
Yeah.
I had first round 10-9, second round first round 10-8, second round 10-9. This round, I don't fucking
He won
know.
this round too. So
Fedor won
it's
that
a
round
draw.
too.
It's a
It
draw.
seems like a draw. I would assume that it's a draw if I was if I didn't know the
Damn,
score.
he jumped up on the ring like he for sure had it.
Well, he fought well. I
In
mean,
that first round, he did. Second,
He
third, he
faded.
did
He
nothing.
was fade.
He all faded would be the
He landed a
understatement.
couple shots in
Yeah.
that round though. In that
100%.
round, he had a flurry.
well, Fedor definitely came back in that second, and his
That's a
range.
draw.
His range was better. Yeah, I would say that's reasonable to call that a draw. If I was watching this and I was objective, there's Nurmagomedov in the house.
Either it's a
Oh.
draw or Maldonado won. Either it's a draw or Maldonado won.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see Fedor winning this
I
fight
agree.
at all.
Yeah.
I agree.
Even the damage.
Well, there's no way that Fedor won the second or the third by any more than 10-9 if you had the
Boom!
standard scoring system.
forgot
Look at
he
that
dropped him
left
like
hook.
that.
He
Or
cracked
wobbled
him. He cracked him. He cracked, even in these rounds, he still hurt Fedor more than Fedor hurt him.
Yeah.
Not
Fedor
even
hit
close.
him more.
Yeah.
Fedor hit him with some good shots in those second and third rounds, but he wobbled Fedor in the second round,
He's
right?
landing on the shoulder a lot too.
Well, there's a nice right hand. Look, it's a good fight, and Maldonado rose to the occasion, and for Fedor, this is a very, very, very difficult fight.
Dude, you ever see when Fedor would make paintings and they would sell them on eBay?
Yeah, beautiful.
They were terrible.
Shh.
People would buy them.
Beautiful paintings.
I even looked at bidding on one.
What were we
I
going to do with it?
was in college and I was like, I want a Fedor painting. It was like a smiley face.
Man, he's
It's a genius move.
he's an all-time legend right
You don't even
there.
have to draw good. If you're Fedor, you just fucking just do it.
Shit, I almost bought it. They would
This-
take my fucking PayPal.
He's 39 now. Is that how old he is?
Yeah, 39.
39.
Yeah.
That's it.
He needs to stop.
All-time legend, man. All-time legend.
How old is Dan Henderson?
How
Dan
dare
Henderson
you.
is 45.
Dan Henderson, the goddamn American treasure. Just knocked out Hector Lombard.
By the way,
to
Dan
fight for a
Henderson.
world title.
By the way, knocked out Fedor. Don't forget that.
That's fucking right.
The way he knocked him
Strike
out.
Force Fader.
He
Yeah.
throws that hook, he misses, and he comes back with the elbow.
Oh yeah.
That was some shit you can't even put in a movie.
Can't put that in a movie.
No.
People would go, "Shut up!" And why does he move so stiff? In the movies, people would be like, "I don't
like a
believe
tree.
that this guy can hit that hard. Look how he moves." These are Fedor's paintings. Look at this. Eddie,
Oh shit, he
the
stepped his
drawings.
game up. Now that he
Eddie.
retired, he's a little more detailed.
Eddie, look up there.
No, I don't want that fucking fat
Tweety
ass
bird's
squirrel.
beautiful. That's a beautiful Tweety bird. Look at those
Hey, he's
cute little
good.
girls.
He's
No,
good.
he's had way worse ones. I didn't want these. These are too good.
Let me tell you something, man. We all
Oh, I want
miss.
that
He
sad gnome.
He's drawn this
I
shit.
want that sad gnome because it
He's
looks
into
like his
drawing that?
face.
That's crazy.
Listen, man, we all miss something in our world by Brock Lesnar and Fedor never fighting.
I agree.
We all miss something.
100%.
We missed a little piece of life.
It's not too late.
That could
It's
have
not
been
too late.
That could have been really interesting.
It could
man.
still happen.
Yeah, it could definitely still happen. I mean, if Fedor just won this fight, and if Brock wins his fight, which is certainly a big if, and if the UFC decides to sign Fedor after this fight, because to the fans, like, this is a really tough fight, but he won, it's still not a loss, you know, after you wait a few months. I'm just saying, if I was a salesman, which I kind of am,
That's your thing.
this is what I would say. I would say, let's fucking do this.
It's over.
We've always wanted to see this. Let's do this.
I wanna
By the
see him in
way,
2003.
give him a fucking USADA exemption. Stop playing games.
Playing games.
Give him some
Let him take
tribulus
whatever he
root.
wants.
Let him take whatever he wants. He's fighting Brock Lesnar.
Oof.
Let him take whatever he wants. Let him get some of that
God
baboon.
damn, that reporter's enormous.
That's a big reporter.
Hey,
Jesus.
bro.
It's like, why don't you
Get
fight, dude?
smaller. I'd like to see him and Fedor go at it after that.
Yeah, you
It's Fedor's dad.
giant ass gorilla.
God
Who
damn.
is that guy? Look at his hands.
Yeah.
Jesus. They're enormous.
You know what? That could be Andrew Carellin. Remember that guy?
It's definitely not, though.
Yeah,
Carellin
it's definitely
looks
not.
like way harder. He's terrifying looking.
Cool Mike.
Talking about that Pepsi mic?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, no, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Pepsi Mike.
That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate ad space
that
right
Pepsi
there.
Wasp mic.
It's right on
Yeah.
on the mic. Fuck
Yeah.
the interview. Look at this.
God,
shit.
look at Fedor.
Well,
man.
the UFC has like we have like a little
But
UFC
that's the
logo.
show. That's the show, and like a network, yeah. But when if the UFC had a monster mic, can you imagine that?
But when I
It'd
do
be sick.
interviews for Fox, if it's FS1, it says it on the. It says
Yeah,
Fox
it's
on the,
the
little
station.
thing.
Nothing wrong with that, but like a sponsor like
Oh,
Tide.
but what do you think that
Come
is?
on.
Is that a station? What is that on his mic?
I think that's Russian Pepsi, isn't it? Look at that. It's got to be.
Wow.
Or they just like the same colors.
Brendan Schaub, if you were Fedor's friend, would you tell him right now?
I would give him a way harsher talk than he gave me. I would fucking, like, hey, man. Because I'm sure he has options. In Russia, he's a living legend. He's like Brad Pitt in Russia. You know what I'm saying?
Did you know that there's like someone was saying something crazy? Someone sent something to me on Twitter about him fighting Valuev next. That 7-foot tall Russian boxer. Is that bullshit?
I mean, if he takes him down, sure.
Jamie,
It's
see
just
if
a
that's
circus now, though.
crazy
it's just
bullshit.
a fucking circus now.
Hey, that's the way it is.
I don't know,
He'll
man.
End up in Vegas. He's gonna
Well-
end up fighting, giant dudes who don't know shit in Vegas.
He comes
Well,
to
he
UFC,
did that,
gets ate
Eddie.
the fuck
Remember,
up.
he did that twice. He fought Zulu, who was a huge
go.
guy, but really
Man
fat.
Choi?
But then he fought Hongman Choi, who was like a 7'1" guy. He was
Yeah.
enormous, right?
He
Yeah,
could do
wasn't
that
he
in
crazy?
Vegas, dude, at the Mirage.
You're totally.
I don't
right.
think you would sell tickets.
What?
Dude, he'll
I'm
fight every
going.
weekend.
Are you not
the
going?
Dude, you'd have to fight three dudes a night.
Dude, we're
I'd be
going.
Thursday,
front
Friday,
row.
Saturday, Sunday.
We do a live fight companion from that bullshit.
That would be the shit.
Be a
Oh my
live
God.
fight companion.
If we ever get hired by a casino to do a fight companion in like a large space,
Guarantee we get an offer now.
oh my God, we're gonna get shot.
Someone's gonna kill us for our crazy.
What was I
opinions.
asking you? Research?
I don't. So I caught value of, and I don't know. If
Yeah.
you want me to look up.
Whether or not Fedor is rumored to be fighting Valuev next.
Oh, I
Because someone was saying that
Fighting
on
Klitschko.
Twitter. Can you believe he's going to fight Valuev? And I was like, what? I think it was Twitter. Read it somewhere. I don't remember where I read it.
He just needs to stop.
Well, maybe. Does he need to stop, or does he need to do whatever the fuck he wants to do? This is
He needs to do
probably-
whatever the fuck he wants to do.
This is probably like more fun for him
That did not look
than
fun.
not to. But I'm telling
He
you,
got
man.
dealt with in that fight.
But came back strong as fuck in that second round. This is
Still
the
got
first
dropped
real.
again.
This is the first real challenge that he's had. The first guy just could not grapple with him. Right, takes that guy down, dominates him on the ground and pounds him. This fight, he gets tested. So what he's got to do now, for sure, is take some fucking time off. Take a long time off.
I think he's taking enough
Rest.
time off. You got to heal up and get your ass back. You don't got that much time.
But that's not what I'm saying.
39.
I agree with you 100%, but I think he's got to take some time off from that beating. He took a beating, dude. You can't just jump right back in. You'll still
Couple
be
months.
suffering.
Hey, remember
Maybe.
what?
A lot of
Remember,
money to be
remember
made.
what Stipe did to Maldonado? You remember that?
Yeah, I do. Stipe is a monster,
Says
dude.
He starched him.
Congratulated him in the ring after this.
Oh, Valuev did?
And that's about. I don't.
That's
see anything
it?
about a fight.
But there was some weird thing where they cut the Valuev and he made a face because Fedor was making some sort of a speech, and then they cut to Valuev. I'm just speaking out of like
Bullshit, Ruber.
I mean, well, also like if I had to be skeptical,
Putin
I would
did
say
it too,
that's
apparently.
probably what they do.
Was Putin there?
That's what it says. It says many notable people came to congratulate him, including Nikolai Valuev and more notably Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, Putin and him are boys.
Are you scared if Hillary Clinton wins?
Oh, shit.
And
I'm more scared if Donald Trump wins.
more scared?
Yeah. I think he's
Either way, you know
That
what?
shit crazy.
This is what I think. Hillary Clinton, 1,000,000% is going to win.
100%.
Donald Trump is not going. They're not going to let him be president. That was just a big distraction. They put him in there to make sure Hillary wins, for sure.
What
no
happened-
way
what
is
happened,
Donald
Schaub?
Trump going to be president.
Well,
that
you
is
might
not
be
going to
right.
happen. That's
What I-
not,
what I heard-
Hillary's going to be the president. It's all.
You think it's all
in
set?
stone.
It's
been
set.
set. They
Tower
made-
7, Hillary
No,
Clinton.
what do you think? You think the election was rigged with Bernie Sanders in California and Hillary? You think it was rigged? You look into it at all? You didn't look into it?
I did
Do
not
I think it
look
was
into
rigged? There's definitely some sort of a problem with there was votes that weren't counted, right?
Yeah,
that's pretty
definitely.
much
That's right.
mainstream.
That-
really
they
big
got
in the
busted.
Bernie
Hold on a
campaign.
second. Yeah.
And then boom, Orlando.
Hold on, Eddie. What? Say it again.
A friend of mine who I follow on Facebook, he was really big in the Bernie campaign, following a lot of it, posting things all throughout the last couple of months. He was even making posters that were going viral online for it, helping voters for registrations and whatnot. His vote wasn't counted, and it said because he didn't sign his thing, and he is adamant that he 100% followed everything to the T, double-checked all this stuff, and they're telling him his vote won't be counted 100%.
And then
So
boom, that
what
Orlando-
is So what's the conspiracy?
The conspiracy theory is that
That Hillary's campaign is actively suppressing votes? Is it that, or is it that there's a bunch of people that are zealous and they identify with the Hillary Party and they work in some way, shape, or form in counting
it means,
votes? and they've
your vote.
decided
It means
to-
your vote doesn't count. That's what that means. Everyone's all
Yeah.
happy. Oh, I voted. If you didn't vote, don't fucking complain. Guess what? Your vote didn't count.
Right. No, I totally get that, but I'm saying, like, what do you think is the mechanism? Like, what's actually happening here? Is it because they think that
Hillary's part
Hillary,
of the club.
So Hillary, it's like there's some sort of concerted effort to make her win, even though they know she wasn't winning.
She's part of the team, man. She's
So
right
she's
in there
going to
with
win
all-
no matter what. You're
So
saying.
gonna win no matter what.
Here's the question, though. Here's a real question: who's doing that, and how is that? Is it the people that are working in the campaign offices and in the election
Or is it
offices?
the government?
Well, the people that are working in the election offices, the people that count elections, right? They count results. They must have some kind of political bias, right? They must.
They
I mean,
have to.
people do, right?
Everyone does.
Right. Some people are just naturally democratic. Some people are naturally conservative. They'd have to. How do they account for that when it comes to something like this? Like when you have, what is the excuse? Like what is the reason they're saying why these votes weren't counted?
Provisional ballots is something I've heard come up a lot, and they're going to be counted over an extended period of time, but they've already made calls for things, so that I don't know how that fucks it up.
But the dude said that his stuff wasn't signed, right? They said he
Yeah,
wasn't signed.
he's
Did you
put
take a photo of it
there's a
before?
screenshot I saw. I think that he said he's got even eyewitnesses that saw him sign it or something.
Is he
like
still
But
alive?
he has a screenshot of him
that. It's
with
not,
it
not a,
signed.
I'm sorry, not a screenshot of that. It was a screenshot of like the response the voter registration thing sent that said his vote wasn't being counted.
A whistleblower came
Skeptical
out. A whistleblower
hippo
came out and made a video. She made a video and explained everything, how they trained her, what to do, and what they did is they supposedly, this is what she said, that they told her that anybody, because you could vote for a candidate but not be part of a party. You could just say, I'm not Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I'm a whatever. There's a name for it. No political whatever representation. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you're that third class. So if most of those people were voting for Bernie, so they weren't Democrat or Republican, so they were on that third pile, and that third pile, none of those votes got counted.
Whoa.
That's what the conspiracy theory is, and that's huge shit. Huge. I mean,
not good.
Yeah, that's your vote doesn't count.
Well, that's also what happened during the Al Gore George W. elections, where they said that if you actually counted the real numbers of people that voted, like all that dangling Chad bullshit, if you actually count the actual results after they sorted it all out, Al Gore won. He won the election. I mean, this is like pretty well established.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where you know how referee stops a fight for the wrong reason?
Yeah.
Once they stop the fight stopped.
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's kind of the same thing with
no
calling the
turning
president.
back. Yeah.
They're so terrified of this idea of losing the power that they get from controlling the leader of the world, which is exactly what it is when you just decide that someone's a president. If you got to a point where you're like, this is so stupid, why are we still having presidents? And everybody agreed, there'd be no one person that would have that position of power. They're so terrified of that even in like some sort of a crazy dispute where Al Gore like may or may have not, obviously I didn't count them, but if you count them all up and you listen to a lot of the people that did, they said that Al Gore won that election. He should have won that
That's
election.
crazy.
And like, we're not even going to entertain it. We're just not even going to entertain
Yeah.
it. And Al Gore
Gangster.
backs away. And then the same thing happened with Kerry. Didn't the same thing happen with Kerry? There was like some dispute as to whether or not Kerry won or didn't.
I thought
or-
Al Gore was a for sure, but then Kerry was close, but
I
didn't
think
win.
Kerry was an issue too. There was some sort of a dispute with Kerry too. I think with all those guys, it's like that the game is so fucking wacky. It's so the game of controlling the geopolitical power of the world and controlling the greatest nation the world has ever known, and the best people we can get are the people that we're voting on right now.
It's ridiculous.
Well, the smartest people
It's
aren't going to
fucking
run
ridiculous.
for president. They're
Hey,
too
watch,
smart for
watch
it.
a documentary on YouTube called Behind the Iran-Contra Affair. You'll get to see, this is all public shit, the Iran-Contra affair. That shows you how people get honey-dicked. It shows you everything. Watch that and
Crazy.
the Clinton
gets
Chronicles.
honey-dicked.
The Clinton Chronicles and Behind the Iran-Contra affair. It's fucking nuts.
Don't get
When
us
you
started
watch
on
that
Tower
shit,
7.
Well, we don't have
We're
to
not
go to
gonna
that.
talk
The
about that.
Iran-Contra
We're not talking
affair
about
is undeniable. It's one of those. The Iran-Contra affair is one of those conspiracy theories that's so legit and so verified and so proven that it opens the door to a lot of other stuff. Because you go, well, wait a minute, how the fuck did they think they could pull off this? How did they sell drugs in the L.A. ghettos to fund these crazy military operations in other
Haven't seen it.
countries? Dude, what they did, it was they sold drugs in the ghetto. Like they sold
profit?
look, here's the thing.
Gangsters.
If you know,
There's like 24 people running all that shit.
yeah,
They're
not
all-
that many. You know, and that's one of the things that the CIA guys, when you get to know them and you start communicating with them, you realize, okay, there's some cowboys that realize they're kind of operating on their own and they realize they can make a lot of money and they went for it. I think that's what happened.
They
in
have
a-
deep military connections.
in a
It's the
lot of
military that makes it
cases.
happen.
I think that happened in a lot of cases. And there's a lot of dudes who sold drugs and did all kinds of other shit because there's a lot of other people doing it. And they're like, fuck these people. Why should these people make this money? And we could take this money and we can go do some other shit. And they got caught with it. They got caught funding the war with the Contras and the Sandinistas in Nicaragua. That was during the Oliver North trials, all that crazy shit. Dude, it was bananas.
How about they got caught busted? There's like
Here it
5
is right
people
here.
involved.
Was the 2004 election stolen? Republicans prevented more than, what does that say, 350,000 votes
Yeah,
in
article-
Ohio?
Article written by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., published in Rolling Stone.
Whoa.
Robert Kennedy Jr.?
Yeah, so you see, there's always these debates and disputes about elections, but I think at a certain point in time, like as a people, we have to come to this conclusion. This idea of giving all the power to one group like this is just, it's intoxicating. It's dangerous. It's not good for them. It's not good for us. It's not good for anybody. We shouldn't have these groups that have so much power over what you do or what you don't, and especially like what the fuck happens with the future of the world. Like, who are these people? Like, why? Why do they? Because we decide? Because everybody raises their hand, they point to a guy, that guy gets to choose? This is madness. We got to stop doing that.
It's so gangster.
It's old school for
the
sure.
Iran-Contra scandal was when Ronald Reagan was president and George Sr. was vice president. George Sr. was vice president. He was the former director of the CIA. He's right there, vice president, and actor is the fucking president. That's when George Bush was running all kind of game through the CIA, and they got caught selling arms to Iran through Israel. We were supposedly those were our enemies, and then they said it was because they needed to free the hostages, so that's why they were selling arms to them.
That sounds like a reasonable deal.
Yeah, that's
Sell them some old shit,
It's just
and then light them up as soon as you get your people back.
Yeah.
No, but they
Sweet
got busted.
guns. Check these out.
They were just making money. The guys that were handling the deals, they were just skimming all the money, and they got busted. So the guys that got indicted, those like 4 dudes, as soon as George W. Bush or George Sr. became president, he pardoned all those guys. He let them all out of jail.
Well,
it's gangster.
they know where he sleeps.
Fuck, they're
Probably a good
gangsters,
move.
dude. And
Type
it's public knowledge, and no one can do anything about it, and you just can't do shit about it.
So crazy.
Like, you can't do anything about any of that shit. That shit was all public knowledge. They had the hearings in front of Congress on public television for 2 or 3 weeks. It was huge in
Yeah, I
the 80s.
remember
They
it.
got busted. And guess what? Nothing. Guess what? George Sr. became president. How about that? How about that for a gangster move?
Pretty
He became
gangster.
president, and then he
Dude.
got his retard son to become president.
He wasn't.
How gangster
He
is
wasn't
that?
retarded. He just wasn't. As
But how about
You
this?
said
How
it was
about
like
this?
really
How
smart
about
dudes.
this? How about this?
People frown on that
How about
word.
this? When he was vice president, when all that shit happened, so when those dudes got busted, he pardoned him once he became president, and the guy responsible for allowing all the drugs to come in illegally through the CIA was
They got a
Bill
timeshare.
Clinton. Was Bill Clinton in Arkansas while he was the governor? Guess what? After George Sr.'s president, Bill Clinton
next?
takes over. He was next. He
What's
hooked
up?
him up.
What's up?
He said, "Hey, let us run this shit through your goddamn state, and we'll hook you up. We'll let you be president for a few years." What about that?
It's hard to
Honey
argue
Dick and its
with
finest.
it's hard to argue with the
Gangster.
raw facts of
That's
Mean
gangster.
Arkansas.
Gangster.
That whole Barry Seals connection.
Watch the Clinton Chronicles. Watch that shit
What's
on
it?
YouTube. The
It's on
Clinton
YouTube?
Chronicles. You'll see how when Bill Clinton was governor of Arkansas, he was gangster. He was the most gangster.
I love me some Bill Clinton.
Oh, dude, he's got. It's like
Dude, I
he
love
is
me
like
some Bill
like
Clinton.
that Soprano guy.
He's getting his
McDonald's.
as a
dick sucked
governor.
in the White House
That's
from random
nothing.
chicks.
That's nothing.
That's
they know
nothing.
Bill
I'll vote
Clinton.
for that
Bill
guy.
Clinton was. That's all he cared about was pussy. That's all he cared about. And there's whistleblower after whistleblower. That's what he was known for. He got down. Clinton
Played that
Chronicles.
saxophone,
Clinton
got his dick
Chronicles.
sucked. He was a beast.
Dude, he was like, what's his name? Jimmy Soprano. What's that guy's name?
Tony.
Tony Soprano.
How many guys do you
Definitely Jimmy
think
Soprano.
have done coke in the White House?
Every
They
one
brought
of
it
them.
in. They had the best shit. They brought it in. They dealt it. They brought it
Okay,
in.
how many people you think?
What?
Well, Bill
Has
Clinton,
anybody ever
for
smoked
sure.
a joint at the White House?
100%. You're crazy. I don't think Obama's smoking joints at night.
No, you know what? I don't know so much weed,
Come
but
on.
for sure coke
What
and
kind
a lot
of-
of scotch.
What kind of paranoia do you think that he would get if he was smoking weed at night?
He would sleep at night.
What's that? David Cross admits to snorting cocaine at the White House.
Well, he won't be
correspondence'
back.
He won't be back.
He won't be back.
You know what? They don't even give a shit.
How the fuck-
You
Yeah,
think they
but
even give a shit?
Dave's
the
a
White House
comic.
don't care.
He is a comic, right?
I'm
He's
not
probably
really
joking.
shocked by
I've heard
that.
of a
They
few
don't
people
give a
doing stuff
fuck.
like
No,
that.
I'm sure he's telling the
knows-
truth. I'm sure
everybody
he's telling
knows-
the truth.
Everybody knows the CIA is doing all these
Dude,
covert
you know,
operations.
they invite the world
No one
champions
cares.
of the NFL, NBA. There's some snorting going on.
That's amazing that they would fucking bring coke into the White House. That is such a ballsy
risky.
move.
Dude,
What
But
you
are they gonna
kidding?
pat
They don't
down
give a
the
shit.
celebrities?
Dude, the people that are running the
Are they gonna
elite,
pat down
they're
celebrities?
partying harder than anybody.
Who is?
You
The
seen
White
Eyes,
House?
Eyes
Elite.
Wide Shut?
It's just like that. It's real, bro. It's a documentary.
I want it. It's on YouTube.
No, it's at the library. Like, where else are you going to watch some shit? I don't watch my shit on YouTube. I watch it on science.com.
What?
That's what I watch it on.
Netflix, Hulu, Amazon.
Okay, not YouTube. What are you watching on YouTube?
You do some bullshit.
Dude, I watch on
Wait a minute.
I
What
watch everything on
exactly?
YouTube.
What were we just talking about? What
No,
was the
when people say,
documentary?
he says YouTube, and then did you watch it on YouTube? It's like, where else are you going to fucking watch it? Hulu?
Yeah. Fucking yeah.
Hulu's a fine platform.
It really
I don't know
is.
where you're going with this.
Not
but
YouTube. Not
I feel
YouTube.
Snoop
They don't
Dogg
have
says
that-
he smoked marijuana in the White House without Obama. without Obama. Yeah, probably. That's a good move.
No,
Should
it's on
probably say
YouTube,
that.
man. I don't believe it. If it was on Vimeo, I would believe that.
What?
Or CNN.com.
What, Jamie?
Willie Nelson did too.
Willie
I need
Nelson
that
did.
CNN app.
Willie Nelson.
I want to
smoked weed
believe
in
that
Willie
shit.
That's all Willie Nelson does. I'm sure there's a bunch of shit
I wish
going
Bryan Callen didn't leave. Then you and him could get into it.
on. Oh, me too. Brian would,
Hey, I don't even
your
want to
whole,
get into
your
more.
whole, your
You know
whole
what?
Clinton
You know what?
conspiracies, Brian would wreck.
No, my
He loves Clinton.
I'm done with the Tower 7. What fascinates
You're over
me
it?
more.
You're over it?
What fascinates
You grew out
me
that phase?
more
Let him talk.
is how people can watch that shit and still not believe it. That's more fascinating. Like, what's behind that shit?
I think it's the YouTube
That's
footage.
what I want to know. That's what I want to know. It's like, fuck. How the fuck? What does that happen? How do you get hypnotized? You could see that shit coming down, but yet you still think it came down by fires.
We had people.
That is more
I had
fascinating.
I had people reach
than-
out to me, bro. How you make fun of your buddy's beliefs like that? It's no different. Like, hey, man,
I'm not offended.
I'm
at all.
not
We're
making
just having-
fun of them.
we're
It's
just
a
debating.
conversation.
We're just debating.
I don't believe in dragons. You guys don't make fun of me.
I'm looking into hypnotism, man. I want to know everything about that shit. I want to know about MK Ultra and all mind control stuff. That's what I'm into. Like, 'cause that shit
Look at the
works.
Dope headlights on that car. Look at that shit. This
Damn.
Formula One car. That's the hazards, man.
That's that Porsche, son.
That thing is
That's that
insane.
979 whatever RS.
918. Is that what it is? The new one. Look at that thing.
Those tires can't be cheap.
You know what? There's a weird thing that happens when they switch to these insane shapes.
Those tires can't be cheap. How much do you think
those
each of
are
those
super
tires cost?
expensive.
Shit.
$500?
Oh, fuck you.
More than that.
No.
probably.
Way more.
Those are
they're
slicks.
sponsors. They're sponsors.
Oh
They
no,
give it
no,
to
they
them.
don't pay for them. But I
No,
mean,
but
if
if
you
you have to
bought them
pay
from a
for 'em,
store,
$500.
More than a grand a
Dude,
tire.
they go through it in like fucking half an
More
hour.
than a grand a tire for those.
Yeah, I
because they
would-
have to be rated to go over 200 miles an hour, not burn. Those things are insane.
they're all slicks. You know, they don't have any tread on them. That's the thing about those tires. They're like this really soft, sticky component. And so they kind of like drive with them and heat them up and move around with them. And then once they heat them up real good, they
They're
become
sticky.
super adhesive. Yeah, real sticky. And you could just
Doesn't
take
that
these.
slow you down?
No,
it sticks to the.
no,
It grips
no,
to the
no.
road like a
It's-
gecko.
It's way better because you don't get as
The
much
tires
tire
are
spin.
See that, Jamie? That's NASCAR, dog. I'm talking about F1, son.
It's got to be very simple.
No.
Okay, let's see.
Different
350 to
cars.
450
I know, but
each.
still.
Interestingly,
I told you.
racing teams don't buy their tires. They
I
lease
told
them.
you.
They lease them from Goodyear, the official tire supplier of NASCAR, on
Damn.
race day. Each team is allowed to lease 16 sets of 4 tires.
450 a
Whoa.
tire. Go to
Yo,
Discount
man.
Tire.
I've never
That's how
even
much
watched
tire
those
races
cars.
Yo,
Nowadays.
look how crazy that 16 sets. It takes them 16 sets of
to
fucking
finish a race.
tires.
Oh, that's a lot of. Fucking,
Well, that's because those things are super gummy, man. So, like, the really good racers, they know when their tires are, like, ready to go. They start feeling the slippage. They're so sensitive. It's, like, really like their ass. Like, their ass and their feet and
They can
their
feel it.
hand connected to the wheel. They go, oh, this bitch is slipping just a little bit more than it did the last lap.
How's that back, Eddie?
I'm all right. I'm going to go home and fucking die.
Yeah, me too.
Is this, would you want to try one of these chairs? Do you think this would be better, or does that one allow you to, like, lean back a little bit more? What's better?
This is a good one.
It's okay.
I mean, we've sat here for 7 hours already.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get going pretty soon,
Yeah,
brother.
this is ridiculous. Why are we still doing this?
We're just
How much
fucking doing
how much
this.
time do we do?
How long have we been going since 7:30?
How much time do we do?
This is going to be a 5-hour podcast.
Which is
That's
deserve
so
That's it?
ridiculous. Let's
We
break it up
stopped for
into
a
2
while.
pieces.
No, I have to.
Part 1, Part 2.
God, we're so ridiculous. We just should shut the fuck
Just
up.
a couple guys having fun, man.
See, look at this guy sliding backwards. Tell me that looks like a good time. This guy's slamming into him.
He's Asian.
You don't know that. You're just being rude. Boom.
There are no Asian NASCAR drivers, though. That's a good point.
Oh, yeah, we thought about that shit in 2003.
You're guaranteed a wreck. You know what I mean? That brings in the people. That's what they want to see.
Bro, he's 61 years old. No wonder he's fucked.
You think NASCAR should they should go for that? What's that?
There's
There is
just one?
There
You're
is
talking
one.
about the
How dare
exception?
you, Eddie Bravo? You don't even
Yeah,
research.
Eddie.
He probably crashes
talking.
more than anybody.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry, Asians. I'm sorry out there. It
We're
was
just joking around.
It was an old
folks.
sketch that we did on the Man Show that got rejected.
It's a long day. A lot of podcasting. All right, folks. So I guess that's it. We'll wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed the fuck out of it. We did. I enjoyed the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Eddie Bravo, you're gangster for getting here. Cameron Haynes at last update was over 70.